The Lord has showed me, has opened my eyes in the book of Mathew, chapter 24. Also, He instructed me to talk about the book of Revelation 6, verse number 5, concerning what is happening in the world. We have heard news about the relations battle that is taking place between the Brics countries and the US as a country, as a state, United States, Donald Trump himself. God was opening my eyes, telling me things that are going to happen, where the effect to the African countries, also to the world itself. So I just want to look at the book of Mathew, chapter 24, verse number 7. As God was speaking to me, as I was praying overnight, He said I must read this verse. For nation will rise against nation, and the kingdom against kingdom, and there will be famines and earthquake in various places. Verses 8. All these are but the beginning of the birth pain. I was looking at the African countries. We all very know that our African countries depends on foreign exports and imports. We as Africans, we depend in food that is foreign. So I was asking God why He's revealing this verse to me while I was praying. He said to me, there is a big evolution that is coming to Africa itself, but not only for Africa, but it is coming to the world. He said to me, as the US withdraws from Brics countries, there will be a big evolution, particularly or specifically to the financial sectors itself. He said to me, in Africa, we all know that we have two dominant countries which are powerful, which is Nigeria and South Africa. And those two countries, they hold many foreign nationals, people within themselves. So God said to me, countries within the African continent, they will start fighting each other because each country will want to be dominant over other country, which will lead to the havoc. So there will be a stress, conflict, wars, intercontinental wars, meaning wars within the continent. It means Africa will want to fight against against Nigeria, against Mozambique. They will fight each other. Meaning all people that are from Nigeria that are in South Africa, they will be expelled. They will be forced to move back to their countries. So God was showing me this as a vision. I saw people as if like they were hungry, a very slim people. And I saw diseases. I saw people who are sick not getting aid. People who need help not getting help. I saw a very huge cry in the world. So the Lord said to me, this is going to happen. But we as Christians, we as God's people, we have to pray for this. Especially we as Africans, we have to pray for Africa. Also, the US nationals, they have to pray for their continent. Also, Russia. Also, China. This will affect globally the whole world. Okay, let us look at the book of Revelation chapter 6, verse number 5. There is something that is opening our mind about what time is this? Why we are getting into this era where countries are fighting each other. Because this thing is a beginning of a war, but not a war for the continent, but war for the countries within each continent. As we have 7 continents, we have Africa, we have American continents, the north and the south, which includes Mexico, which includes Canada and Brazil, the Southern America. So I want us to look at Revelation chapter 6, verse number 5. It says, when he opened the third seal, I heard the third living creature say, come. So it means John was seeing a vision, and he was seeing the Lamb opening seals. And I looked, and behold, a black horse, and its rider has a pair of scales in his hand. Right? And I heard what seemed to be a voice in the midst of the 4 living creatures saying, a quart of wheat for a denarius, and 3 quarts of barley for a denarius, and do not harm the oil and wine. So, what is happening in the book of Mathew, chapter 24, verse number 7, it's what takes us to the book of Revelation, because this was prophesied. But according to Revelation, it says there is an angel that is riding a black horse. So that angel, when he comes out, he will come riding a black horse. And when he comes, the Bible says, he will make sure that this angel come with a scale in his hand. What was a scale for? A scale, it was to measure. You know, when you go to the a place where they sell meat, they will measure a meat in kilograms. Also, when you go to the place where they sell weight, they will measure it according to the kilograms, normally, or else using kilograms. Okay, so this angel will be holding a scale for measurement, meaning this angel is coming to deal with food, to deal with every food that depends in scale or on scale. So he will come as an angel to distribute hunger, or to release a spirit of hunger to the people. Right. Because when you look at verse number 7, verse number 8 to the line verse, it says a quart of weight for a denarius. It means that weight will be loose or will lose value. It will come to a denarius. A denarius is equal to 1 cent. It means the value of weight. We know that most of the things that we eat, especially breakfast, everything that is everything that we eat in the morning, during the day. What do you categorize this thing? We call it soft food. We speak about Kellogg's. We speak about everything most of the things that we use in breakfast, they are made out of wheat. So the Bible says the value of wheat will lose. The wheat will lose its value. So we know very well that when we talk about wheat, we speak about the agricultural system. So this angel will destroy agriculture. But fortunate is the South Africa, because the Lord has told me earlier this month that South Africa, the Department of Agriculture in South Africa will be fortunate, because South Africa will have a lot of rain this year. So meaning that is an advantage to the agricultural processes. Okay. Then I want us to look at the last verse, which says, and do not harm the oil and wine. It means that this angel will harm agriculture, will harm maize, will harm the system that is used by the Department of Agriculture. We speak about rainfalls, we speak about storms, wind, everything that can destroy agriculture in order for the agriculture to lose its value. But the angel insists that no. Not the angel, because it was not him that was saying, that was giving instructions, but it was the one that was speaking to the angel. The voice that was speaking to the angel. It says, do not harm oil and wine. I want us to open our mind in what is happening, especially here in African countries. We all know that African countries, they are selling their raw materials, raw minerals to the Russians and the US countries. So the instruction says, do not harm oil and wine. It means when this angel comes, there will be an action that will be going on in the department of minerals, especially or specifically to the oil mining, because it says do not harm oil. We know that Russia is a country that always look for minerals. In so many countries, they have even wars, battles, fighting for oil, crude oil, all those minerals that are taken or that are used from oil. We speak about petrol, gases, all those minerals. But the angel is say, do not harm oil and wine. But this opens our mind that in this battle, this evolution that we are getting into, or this process that we are getting into, there will be a battle of oil. There will be a battle of wine. There will be a battle of food. So it means we are getting to the chapter whereby there will be wars. But the Lord said to me, bakers and wars will be within the continent. It means Africa will fight within the African countries, also the Europeans, also the Americans. I even saw a battle, the cut off relations between America and Mexico and Mexico. Was it Brazil? Between Brazil and Mexico, yes, both of them. I remember the vision that I saw. I saw it was written Mexico. Also, I saw it was there was a map and a name that was written Brazil. And when I went to do a research about which country between Mexico and Brazil that is within Brics, I saw that it's Brazil. So there will be a cut of relations between US and Brazil. But this thing affects us as Christians, because whatsoever that happens in the world, it's our concern, because we are the soldiers. We are Jesus Christ soldiers. Jesus Christ trusts us. Jesus Christ uses us to protect his people. There are innocent people that are on the world. So they cannot pray for themselves. They cannot talk for themselves. They cannot speak for themselves. They cannot protect themselves. So we as prophets, we as Christians, we as pastors, we have to pray for our nations. God said to me, if we can unite as Christians and pray for this evolution, for this chapter of havoc, this chapter of conflicts and wars and poverty that is coming to the world, we can stop it. If we can pray together and be strong in prayer, we can stop it. But I saw Donald Trump lowering his anger. I saw him wants to make another deal, especially with the African countries. I saw him arranging a meeting with the African countries. I saw him wanting to have a meeting, a sit down. I saw it was like 10 or 13 countries, African countries, wanting to sit them down and talk about if they can do any other arrangements so that they can keep on having this relationship. So I will say we as prophets and pastors, we have to pray for that to happen, so that we keep on having this peace that we need. We don't know about the impact as we have people who are literated especially when it comes to economy. I don't know how they look at this, but I am prophesying about what God has told me, and I am asking, I am urging the church as a whole to pray for this, because I saw that mostly African countries, they were very affected. Especially, I saw Burundi, Rwanda. I saw people dying from hunger. I saw people dying from diseases. I saw people dying from there's a sickness that is coming. There's a flu that is coming, and that flu is coming from China again. That flu, when it's come, it's going to hit Africa mostly, especially those countries that are undeveloped. So those countries, they are for now, they depend in foreign aid. So if there is a cutout like this, they may be um, affect them. So I want us to pray for this and stop this. This angel, this black horse angel, must be stopped and must be blocked, so that people will live. May God bless South Africa. May God bless America. May God bless Africa as a whole. May God bless America as a whole, the North and the South. May God also bless Europe, also bless Asia. May God also bless all 7 continents, because we are all God's people. God loves us all. God needs us all to live until Jesus Christ come back and rapture us. Shalom.